Guys, welcome back to Circleville YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing new tool deals to share with you. We have Home Depot, we have Lowe's, we have Amazon. The Amazon deals will all be linked in the description down below. For Lowe's and Home Depot, we're going to use the YouTube shopping links. You'll see boxes pop up here, there, and everywhere throughout the video. Most of the Home Depot deals are special buys of the day. Not all of them, but most. The Lowe's one should be good for a while, and of course, the Amazons are pretty unpredictable. They can end at any time for any reason. First item I want to show you is the DeWalt Atomic half-inch compact hammer drill with the 3 amp hour battery. Normally $189 down to $129. I really like this kit. This could be a really good upgrade for several people. So it's part of the Atomic series. It's a brushless tool. It's a hammer drill, not just a regular drill, and it's a half-inch as opposed to a 3/8 inch drill. So those are all features that I really like to have on it. And then the 3 amp hour battery is pretty good. It's a newer battery. It's not like the Power Stack or anything, but a newer battery. And of course, 3, pretty good for a drill. But a lot of times when they do these kits, they try and throw you that boo-boo ass 1.5 amp hour or 2 amp hour. But the 3 is pretty mid-range. It's good for, especially at $129. And the charger we're getting is the DCB 112. That's a 2 amp output, so it'll take a little over an hour to get a full charge. It's not my favorite charger. I would like to use a different one, but of all the pieces, we care the least about the damn charger. So $129, really good as a special buy of the day. By the way, here is the special buy of the day link if you want to check out all the other deals, because there was a lot of stuff. I pulled out what I thought was the best, but there really is a lot, and it's somewhat subjective on just what you need, but a lot of options anyway. Over at Lowe's, we have the Cobalt Compact 2-pack 25-foot tape measure set here. Normally $32.98 down to just $19.98. Supposed to go through the end of the month. Got a couple of weeks to take advantage, assuming it doesn't sell out. Looks like there's 79 in stock available to ship. I really like the 25-foot tapes. That's usually like my go-to as far as the length of the tape measure. Not too long, not too short. Don't want to hit the back. So I like it. This ends up being $10 a piece, and I'm in the market for tape measures. I've never owned a Cobalt tape measure. I might have to spring for this one. I think I'm done with Milwaukee tape measures. The last 2 Milwaukee tapes I bought broke, and I'm not like real rough on my stuff, okay? I feel like someone who is like a tradesperson using their stuff every day, they're beating it up a hell of a lot more than I am, and both of my last 2 Milwaukees broke, and I'm kind of salty about it. So I don't think I'm going to be in the market for another Milwaukee tape measure. I may give Cobalt a try. Also, Milwaukee told me I had to ship the tape measure back to take advantage of the warranty. It costs more to ship it back to you than it would cost to just buy a new tape measure. I could probably just walk into Home Depot with a tape measure and maybe walk out with another one, but unless I have a reason to go. Anyway, Amazon 5,000 amp car battery jump starter, 8-in-1 jump box by Solar, 8-liter gas, 6-liter diesel. I love how much the prices have dropped on these things. Really insane. If you were around a couple of years ago paying attention to these videos, these were so much more expensive when they first came out. This is going to be 40% off. Wintertime's coming. Comes with the handy-dandy case. You want one of these in every vehicle, just in case the cold hits and you turn the key and you hear, oh, that's a bad sign. Or worse, click. Both bad, though. You ain't going anywhere with either one of them. $31.49, but 40% off. I think it was $18 or $19 when I added it to my cart. But under $20 for one of these jump starters? Oh, man, they were routinely over $100 a couple of years ago. This is so great. Does work for multiple quantities. Get one for the wife, the girlfriend, the mistress. Depends how many people. Hey, they can have it in their vehicle, so when the battery doesn't start and they call you to come save them, you don't have to bring jumper cables or anything. You can just show them how to hook it up to the battery, and you can jump start it, and you can show it to them again and again and again, and they'll call you. As soon as that thing don't start, they're on the phone, even though I showed your ass how to do this. Milwaukee, Sawzall. I had nothing better to do anyways. It's only like an hour drive each way. What am I complaining about? Sawzall, metal cutting, bimetal, reciprocating saw blade set. 16-piece set with the 2 carbide blades. Normally $60, special buy today, just $20.97. Now these carbide blades, these guys are expensive to begin with, so it's a really good deal when they're throwing in those. And of course you get all the regular blades to go along with it. 18 total pieces, a little over $20. You're like at $1 a piece with a couple of fairly expensive blades thrown in. So that's nice at $20.97. Next up, at Lowe's, got the Cobalt 20-piece ratcheting wrench set, SAE and metric. Normally $89.98, $30 off down to $59. I love they do the math for me. That is amazing. Why can't everyone do that? It's like the best thing about Lowe's. They do the math for me. They don't have much stock. They kill the deals early. They don't have as good a selection. The deals aren't always as good as other places, but they do the math, and almost all is forgiven just because they don't make me do the math. Okay, so these are ratcheting wrenches. Don't look reversible. Definitely not flex head, but you are getting both metric and SAE. Is there any easy place for me to see all the sizes? There is not. It comes with all the common sizes. How about that? The sizes we would expect, that's what's included. But $59.98 for the full set. I like it. Standard size. They're not midget wrenches, which they don't like to call it midget anymore, but we need to bring back the terms that we grew up with, all right? They're midget wrenches. 276-piece first aid kit, home, car, camping, hiking, emergency supplies by A Morning. 42. You won't be mourning here because you had the first aid kit. Handy dandy case, all the stuff. Hopefully there's some super glue in there too, or you can just add your own little super glue. Boy, my right hand, I've just killed it lately. I hit it twice with a hammer and I was all swollen in 2 different spots. And then I stabbed it with a screwdriver, which I think we talked about the other day. And then I got a cut from digging in a pill bottle and it had the little foil thing around the edge that I had peeled off. That gave me a cut. How that hurt worse than stabbing myself with the screwdriver, because them little paper cuts, man, them things burn. $16.99, so I could have used a first aid kit. 42% off. Now we have 2 different promo codes here. Not sure when they expire, but they're both available right now. And it does work for multiple quantities. You got one in the garage, you got one in the car. You can never have enough first aid kits. Got to throw those out every once in a while. Make sure you guys don't lose a finger or something. I'd almost feel bad if that happened. I might laugh first. Some kind of a prick. Milwaukee M18 Fuel lithium-ion brushless, cordless, half-inch drive, impact wrench with friction ring. Love the friction. And a 5 amp hour battery. Normally $459. Wow, that's too much. Down to $249. Again, you're getting that 5 amp hour battery. These big boy impact wrenches, you know, it's pretty typical for them to be $249, so it's not like an inflated price, and then they're throwing in the 5. That's really about what you expect out of them. I wanted to see, there we go, that graphic should give it to us. Oh, come on, we got things popping up here, there, and then we have the stupid chat thing that keeps always wanting to pop up over here. This is terrible. 1,600 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque. I'm going to show you another impact wrench here in a second, so we'll just keep that in our back pocket. 1,600 foot-pounds with the free battery at $249. Going back to Lowe's, here's the Cobalt 297-piece mechanic set, SAE and metric with the case, $99, special little sale price there. Here's the thing, the last several years, we've talked about it several times, everyone has their own little set like this that's $99. Cobalt at Lowe's, your Husky at Home Depot, Craftsman could be at Lowe's or Ace Hardware if you're local, Farm and Fleet, local to Illinois. Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, maybe? I don't know where all Farm and Fleets are. But anyways, there's tons of these $99 sets. But this is the thing. I don't know how much longer we're going to be seeing them at $99 because, for instance, the last time the Husky one at Home Depot was on sale, it might be on sale right now, but this was maybe a couple of months ago. I think it was $129. So it was the exact same set that's always been $99, and now it's up to $129. And just the way things are going, I could easily see those prices bumping up a little bit, but they are really good values at $99. You're getting so many just sockets, and you get the ratchets. Yeah, they're a little heavy in bits. They give you too many bits. They fluff up the numbers for that, but you're still, that's a lot of chrome sockets there. You're getting 3 ratchets. You're getting those wrenches, which are probably standard combination wrenches. You're getting a couple of these like socket bits, torque sockets and Phillips, and those are getting really popular. Need those nowadays. Anyway, $99. It's really good value, and I am cynical, maybe skeptical, maybe that this price is going to last much longer. I just feel like it's inevitable they're going to raise that. Maybe one of my favorite deals, I'm hoping this one lasts for a while, the Wi-Fi water leak detector. This is a one-pack adjustable alarm. You can get email or text notifications by Winus. It's kind of like Linus, but Winus. 42%. It's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. 42% off of this. I really like it. Connect it to your phone, and I don't know, you're away from home, you got a rental property, whatever your situation. It starts out at $35.99, but there's a Prime member discount that brings it down to like 19 or something, or 17. And then the 42% promo code, I think if you're a Prime member and you apply the promo code, it was under $10. I mean, it was a really good deal and something that can be super valuable for you and something that we don't see promo codes for. Like, I don't remember seeing one of these on sale anytime previously. Does work for multiple quantities if you do need that. So I thought it was kind of a neat item and cheap. I mean, worth even just playing around with. Next up, we have the Ryobi 18-volt cordless 7.25-inch compound miter saw with 4 amp hour battery. Normally 328 down to 149 is the special buy. So we're getting that big boy battery there to go with our miter saw, 7.25-inch. Getting the charger as well. Again, I really like the cordless miter saws. I have the cordless one from DeWalt, and then a corded 7.25-inch. That's Hart Tools over at Walmart. And I have found the 7.25 inches can do a lot of what I need anyway, and it's super light. Of course, being cordless is really portable. At $149, I just really like it. Another tape measure deal for you, because I may have been shopping for tape measures after I broke the 2 Milwaukees. Craftsman High Vis 3-pack, 12, 16, 25 footer. Normally $25 down to $17.98, so we're saving $7 on that. So let's see, 18, 3 of them. That's like $6 a piece. Real nice per piece deal on that. 12, 16, and 25 footers. I kind of feel like I wish it was all 25s. I'm not sure what much I would do with a 12-foot tape. Because the second I buy that 12-foot tape, I'm going to try and measure something that's 15 feet. Then I'm just going to be pissed. But it's still good value. Maybe you like the 12-footer. I like the 25. Let's move on. All right, here we have the Survival Kit Advent Calendar. I thought this was really cool. 24 days Christmas countdown gift. Great thing to get a kid or something. Maybe. Well, I think there's knives in here. Well, you can still give it to it. Maybe. I don't know. I was going to say, some people are going to complain. You can't give a kid a knife. Yeah, I don't know. I remember stabbing myself in the hand with a knife when I was a kid. I still have the scar on my palm. I'm looking at it right now as I talk. I had a little rubber ball, and I thought it'd be a good idea to try and cut it open while I was holding it in the palm of my hand. Knife slip, stabbed me. 30-something years later, still got the scar in my hand. Cadorva, 45% off. Gotta learn life lessons somehow. So look at this little advent calendar thing. Of course, you guys all know that. And normally it's candy in there. Who wants candy? Candy sucks. I don't want no damn candy. You can put a little tactical utensil in there? Yes. Looks like we got like a little cell phone pouch. And starting fires. We got that little chain guy for cutting branches. Maybe a whistle there. Boy, these pictures are small. Hard to tell what I'm looking at. Is that a hat? You get a hat. Come on. That's awesome. That would be so much fun to open each day. It's $33.99. We have a 45% promo code. It's going through the middle of November if it does last that long. I left you the link that you can click here. Because when you click that link, it'll automatically apply the promo code to your account. But if for any reason that gives you an error message, that means they killed the deal early. I think it's fun, though. I like it. Back to Home Depot. Rigid 18-volt 8-tool combo kit. You're getting a 2 and a 4 amp hour battery and charger to go with it. Normally $600, $200 off. It's going to be $399 as part of the special buy. You're getting a 2 amp hour. You're getting a 4 amp hour. And then all those tools. So 8 tools, $400. That's like $50 a tool, not even considering the value of the bags, the batteries, and the charger. Now, the only problem is if you're already in Rigid's lineup, you probably already have 1, 2, 3 of these, so you may have to figure out what to do. You're giving them away, you're selling them, got a little Facebook Marketplace going, something like that. But a per piece value that's really good. Be a great Christmas gift if you want to drop 400 bills on somebody. I'm sure they'd appreciate it because that'd be a nice one. Might have to start a collection plate though. Cobalt over at Lowe's, 24-volt cordless brushless variable speed 17-piece oscillating multi-tool with the soft case, otherwise known as a bag. A bag, you bastards. It's not a case. Hell out of here. I should remove this from the damn video just because you called it a case. Papa's got a brand new bag, not a brand new case. $99. Only 2 days left. Holy shit. You're going to have to take advantage of that. Didn't know that. At least it's still good. I've been real pissed if it was already expired now. I was just looking at something old. Okay, so $99. You're getting a free 2 amp hour battery and charger. Full kit, oscillating tool. Gotta love those. Super useful. $99. Love that. Heavy duty pistol grip grease gun, 14-ounce capacity, quick release coupler, 90-degree adapter, flexible hose by CC. We've been seeing a lot of stuff from them lately. I really like it. 50% off on this guy. So you got the pistol grip, you got the flexible hose, you also have the locking end, which is an upgrade that I really like. You even have a couple of different ones here. You got the steel tube traditional style. So $39.99, a little higher than what I like, but we got a 50% promo code going through the 20th. It's going to make it $19.99. And these things are kind of surprisingly expensive. I remember my last grease gun broke and I needed it in a bind. For me, Ace Hardware is the closest store for me to go, which kind of sucks because we all know unless you catch a really good sale or some kind of promotion going on, Ace is just expensive. And the grease gun, I was looking at the price tag. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, okay, I understand it's been a while since I bought a grease gun, but when the hell did they get this expensive? It was so expensive and didn't come with the flex hose. Definitely didn't come with one of these locking ends. So you're getting a couple of extra upgrades. You're not just getting the grease gun. Plus, I personally like this pistol grip style better than the big lever because if you're like under the car or in some kind of a tight spot, you don't get the room to be dicking around with this big ass lever. It's like the first PEX crimper I ever had. I had the ring style instead of the ear clamp ones that a lot of people use now. And you couldn't get the damn thing anywhere. Like, how am I supposed to crimp this line when the handles are open on this thing? They're like 5 feet wide. Where the hell am I supposed to use this stupid tool that was over $100? God damn, I'm salty about that one. Anyway, I like the pistol grip better than the lever action one. I think that's a good value. You're getting extra stuff that otherwise if you didn't already have this flex line, then you're out and you're paying $15 for the flex line and you're paying $10 for the little clamp on guys. You're already at the price of the damn grease gun if you were going to buy those other accessories anyway. So it's a good deal. Okay, back to Home Depot. Milwaukee M12 fuel brushless high speed 3/8-inch cordless ratchet and an M12 fuel cutoff saw. Normally $348 down to $229. And I have both of these tools and really like them, so they had to make the video because it's a good price and they're good tools. I like the high speed. It's kind of my favorite. The ratchets, I've had the OG. And I had what other one did I have? Did I have the high torque one? It was a short-lived ownership. But anyway, high-speed one, I really like it. It's like 400 RPM or something like that. And this guy was amazing for cutting the roofing and doing that little garage extension and everything. That was like my go-to use point for it because it just works so beautifully. It does come with like a little, what the hell do you call it? Like a shoe or whatever. Throw that out. Just use it like this. It does do forward and reverse, which is kind of nice, depending on which way you're going. Also, if you want the sparks flying at you or flying away. Yeah, I had to cut a metal pipe the other day that was in like a field of brush, and it hasn't rained in like over a month. And sparks were flying, and I'm just looking down like, oh, don't you? I don't want to see smoke right now. I do not have water over here. Do not burn a field down. It was okay. I was worried, but it ended up being okay. Cobalt 24-volt variable speed brushless half-inch drive cordless impact wrench. I thought about using a reciprocating saw because it would have worked too, but I already had the angle grinder there. So I risked the fire because I was too lazy to walk to the garage to get a different tool. I know. What were we talking about here? I lost my train of thought. It's an impact wrench by Cobalt, 24 volt, normally 229 down to 149. You're getting a 4 amp hour battery to go with it. Of course, it is a brushless tool. Now, this one doesn't have the power that the Milwaukee had. It's $100 cheaper, but it doesn't have the same power. I think this was $650, $650, $650, $650. Where's the thingy at? That's what she said. $650 right there. Or 500 fastening, but we're more worried about busting the nut than anything else. 24 volt Cobalt, full kit, 149. 50-piece magnetic wrench organizer set for metal boxes, because it's magnetic. Modular wrench holder by Alleghetti. Remember Viagetti? Carrying the lectern. Wait, which one's the lectern and which one's the podium? You stand on the podium at the lectern. He was carrying a lectern. 50% off Viagetti. People are stupid. Does anyone know what that means? No one knows what that means. Back to the wrenches. We got a wrench organizer here. Now, if you were paying attention to the website earlier today, or maybe you get the notifications, which is the red bell in the lower right corner of the website, there was a Prime member discount in addition to this $29.99 price. There was a Prime member discount, and then it was 50% off. The Prime member discount isn't there anymore. But the 50% still works. So $14.99 for this. We have two different options on that promo code. So if the first one doesn't work, give that second one a try. Don't know the expiration for either of them, but $14.99 for the 50-pack of magnetic wrench organizers. You know, it's all modular, so you can set it up any way that you want, whatever fits what wrenches you have or your toolbox. And if you don't like how you have it today, you can change it tomorrow. I know some people who spend more time organizing than using. That's a shame. Next up, over at Home Depot, DeWalt Max Fit Ultra quarter-inch hex steel screwdriver bit set, 50-piece black and gold twist drill bit set. That's a 10-piece, normally $34, down to $19.97. Love the tough cases, or whatever the hell they call them. Of course, we saw the deal the other day with the set very similar to this, and that was, what, $8 or $9 all by itself. Of course, you got your 2-inch, got your socket adapter, some nut drivers, bit holder, couple insert bits, then all these little drill bits as well. So $10 each with the kits or the cases. 40-inch D Thatcher tow behind a lawn rake, lawn sweeper by Yida Motor. Kind of cool. You got this little handle here for adjusting the height of your tines. You got the shelf here so you can add some weight, maybe some blocks or sandbags, something like that to hold it down. And you're towing it on the lawnmower, or I don't know, maybe a little tractor, hook it up to the kids. I don't know. Make them walk it around. Be useful for something, damn it. Was $89. Now, that's $71.43, but it's a lightning deal style. If you open up the Amazon page, it's got the little progress bar. So it's probably going to sell out the quantity before any kind of time expires. What also makes it impossible for me to tell you how long that's going to last. It depends how many sales, you know. But $71.43, a pretty good price. And those lawn care people probably be jumping on something like that. I'm not one of the lawn care people. If you guys ever seen the videos of my lawn, you know, hell, if I could get rid of all the grass, can I just salt my yard so I never have to mow ever again? Just let it be dirt. I don't care. I don't want to mow. That sucks. So I try and plant as many trees as I can. The more trees there are here, the less I gotta mow. Slim wallet for men. Minimalist front pocket bifold wallet. ID window card case. Money clip by Gostwoo. 45% off. Kind of like this. Anyone else have multiple wallets? I got like a travel wallet. So when I don't want to carry everything, but I need like an ID and a little bit of cash, maybe one card, but I don't need to keep like a AAA card and a health insurance card and my Blockbuster card and everything. I don't need all of them all the time. So $9.99, 45% off, a little over $5. And that way, if you lose it, well, you may be a little pissed about the cash, the credit card, and the ID. But at least it wasn't an expensive wallet that you lost. There's always a consolation prize. There's a silver lining to every situation. Digital tire pressure gauge with inflator, 3 to 250 psi air chuck pressure gauge, heavy duty quick connect coupler by Astro AI. 45% off. So you hook this guy up to your compressor. Look at that. They even give you a couple little replacement caps because you know you took that off, set it down on the ground, put it in your pocket, did something. It ain't on there anymore. So they're giving you extras. They're replenishing for you. Little battery powered guy here. Give us our pressure of our tires. Now the great thing about this, if you're already going to be airing up the air compressor, it is so much faster than the little cordless inflators. That'd be about the only drawback of those, especially when it's cold as shit out. $17.99, 45%. That's almost half off. It's going to be close to $10. Going through the 17th, got a couple days to take advantage. Got a Gerber deal. They make baby food and they make knives. Hand in hand. Paraframe mini pocket knife. 2.2 inch. Good size. Can't tell me nothing else. Small everyday carry. It's not small. It's good size. Everyday carry folding knife with a safety lock. Sale price, normally $17, down to $9.94. Just under $10. Get your Gerber knife. Cheaper than the baby food. So there it is, guys. The latest amazing tool deals to share with you. Again, Amazon items will all be linked down below. YouTube shopping links for Lowe's and Home Depot. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a like. Subscribe for a nice subscriber. And how about them Bears? How about them Bears? Big, ugly win. Caleb Williams sucks. He is such trash. I'm really rooting for Badgett to come in, even though I think he's technically the third string, so he might not even be the next guy. But the glimpses that we've seen of him, I'd rather see him than Caleb. Mostly because Caleb paints his fingernails. So I'm kind of like, fuck him. Thanks for watching, guys.